superstar. He's come all the way from Nairobi, Kenya for this. I need a bit more energy, come on. Can I get it? Okay, I'm going to introduce the final headliner, Aden Abdi.
Thank you. What's going on, everybody? How are you feeling tonight? What is happening? The off to a wonderful start. Thank you. Keep it going for other over here. Let's go. What's going on, London? How are you feeling tonight? Thank you so much for having me, man. My name is Aden Abdi, and contrary to what people may think, I'm not here for comedy, guys. No, guys, I am here to watch all the videos they say I could not watch in my previous location, guys. No, guys, I've been bookmarking all the videos, all the content from Africa, just waiting to land in Heathrow. I was like, show me the videos now, show me the videos, man. My name is Aden Abdi. I'm a Somali from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you. To teach people, right? And it's the thing, guys. You know, Kenyans as a people are known for being wonderful runners, excellent athletes, right? Not sure you guys know this, but being known for running is not particularly helpful when you're applying for a visa, guys. It's not. Guys, I remember going for the visa interview and they're like, oh, Kenya, is it? I said, yes. Then this guy goes, aren't you the people who are known for running really fast over long distances? And I proudly said, yes. And he was like, yeah, you're not getting in. Swear to God, he said that. And I could hear them talk, you know. One of them was like, yo, this guy is Kenyan. If we give this guy a visa and he decides to run away, no one is catching that Kenyan guy, no one. I'm just happy to be here, guys. I'm just happy to be here. You guys know, it is so hard for Africans to get a visa to come to the UK. So hard, bro. Guys, I had to get a supporting letter from my area MP. Supporting letter. I had to upload 25 documents. 25 documents, my sis. 25 documents. I ran out of documents to upload, guys. Started uploading Uber receipts. No, just to show them I move around. I'm liquid, guys. Guys, a lot of documents. It's like supporting guys, my supporting letter had a supporting letters. You guys go, it's like a ton of supporting letters, and down there's my mom's prayers. Like, yeah, Allah, please give my boy a visa. You know, I landed in Heathrow, did a rookie mistake, and decided to shop at those overpriced shops at the airport. You guys know them. Guys, I got a toothbrush for 20 quid. 20 quid! I carry that motherfucker everywhere, guys. No, guys, 20 quid. I'm from Kenya. The conversion rate is crazy. So now I brush 15 times a day. I was brushing backstage, guys. I was value for money, bro. Value for money, man. I'm happy. You lot are looking beautiful tonight. You lot are looking beautiful tonight. Londoners. Hey, Chopper inform. London edit. Crazy, man. I'll figure you guys out. Londoners, you guys are well put together, but you guys are savages. No, on the outside. You guys are well put together, but you guys are savages on the tube. Took the tube the other day, and you guys are wicked. You guys are savages, right? Took the tube, you guys got on, and this other guy got on, and tell me why. This guy, unprovoked, started doing push-ups. On the tube, no one is saying anything. I am looking around to see if the other people are acknowledging this guy doing push-ups on the tube, right? And I locked eyes with this elderly woman, and she was like, I'm sorry, aren't you gonna say something? And I'm like, Auntie, I would, but my visa situation is really delicate. I cannot partake in this really down discourse. Yeah, it's great. I had a wonderful interaction with that elderly lady. I was on the phone. I speak fluent Swahili, right? I was on the phone with my mates from Nairobi, right? So I was speaking fluent Swahili, and after I hung up, This elderly woman came up to me and said, I'm sorry, you sound different. And you guys, she was so cute. I felt terrible for sounding different. I'm like, my bad, I'm sorry for sounding different, right? And she goes, where you from? Where you from? I go, I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm from Kenya. You know, and it's crazy how British people, you guys live in your own little bubbles, completely oblivious that there's a whole other world outside there, right? So I go, I'm from Kenya. She looked at me and said, Kenya? Whereabouts in Kent is that? I'm like, Auntie, just because they rhyme doesn't mean they're together, man. I'm happy to be here. I was backstage, listening to some rap music. Any rap music lovers in the house? Yeah, because rap music, you know, helps, you know, with the nerves, right? And I love rappers a lot. I feel like rappers get to say some of the coolest things ever. Rappers get to say cool things like, "It's your boy." My sister, do you know how cool "It's your boy" is? Guys, "It's your boy" is so cool, it's only exclusive to rappers. And that shit is non-transferable to other professions. No, your pilots can't be like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard British Airways flight number Kilo Alpha 543. It's your boy Mike on the controls. It's like, hey, stop this thing right now. What do you mean? It's your... Love pilots here. Any pilots in the house? No, just a bunch of brokies? No, I'm joking. Love pilots, you know. I feel like pilots should not have the Employee of the Month awards. Because as a pilot, it's your job to be at the top of your game all day, every day, right? Do you guys know how spooky it would be if you're on a flight 30,000 feet in the air, and the pilot was like, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Just want to let you guys know that I was voted Employee of the Month for January and March. It's like, Chief, that's cool, but what happened in February? What? Like, how many people did you kill? Therapists shouldn't have the Employee of the Month awards. No. I think it's spooky if therapists had the Employee of the Month awards. You guys imagine being in a therapist's office, then you see a picture of them hung on the wall, and you're like, hey man, congrats on the Employee of the Month award. Then he goes, oh, that's from last month. It's been a pretty rough month for me so far. Like, what do you mean it's been a rough month for you so far? First of all, me too, that's why I'm in your office. I'm not talking to you. Be like, you and I should go talk to the employee of this month. I'm in therapy. Thank you. I feel like I'm one of the 5 Somalis in Nairobi who's in therapy, you know? Because Somalis, we are heavy on Quran and Khalarilahi, you know, that's the whole thing. That's, you know, that's one of the comedians was talking about Quran, you know, I have a ton of those, you know, down on me by my folks. Arguably, the problem I have with Quran is it's only the kids who are having the Quran done on them, right? Because the shirt's down to our place and it's just me and my siblings. And my father is just there giving himself things to do, like, you bring the hotel for the shirt. And I'm like, Abo, you need this as bad as I do, you know, like, in fact, you are the epicenter of all our family problems. Thank you, man. This is dope, man. I'm really happy to be here. I landed in Heathrow, right? I didn't know this, you know. I didn't know that London has like a really big Asian community. I didn't know this. Landed at Heathrow, went through immigration, then this TSA agent grabbed my passport. Like, thank you and welcome to United Kingdom. What brings you to our country? I'm like, ow! Not that accent. No, it's not. Nice job. I love Indians, man. I love Indians, you know. I've noticed though, yeah. Indians don't tip like normal people. No, they don't. They don't tip with money. No. Instead, Indians give you coupons for their businesses. I swear to God, I did this show at a vegan Indian cafe in Nairobi, and the show went really well. And after the show, this Indian guy grabbed me and said, "Arden, you made me really laugh today." I said, I'm glad the show you had fun. And he was like, tell you what, Arden, bring your car to Bima Auto and Body Shop, I give you 30% discount. I give you. And I'm like, this is so sick. This dude just gave me a tip and plugged his business. Talk about Indian efficiency, guys. In Nairobi, you know, this is like Indians and Somalis have like a love-hate relationship, right? Because we're like the biggest tax evaders in Kenya. Somalis number one, Indians number two, right? And this is the thing, we have like a love-hate relationship, right? Because when you're trying to throw, you know, we are constantly trying to throw each other under the bus, right? So if you arrest an Indian over tax evasion charges, he'll try to throw a Somali under the bus. Like, Baba, why are you arresting me? Abdi Obade has never paid a shilling in taxes. Well, me neither, but that's not the point. That's not the point. Arrest Abdi probably doesn't even have papers, man. It's dope, man. I get to travel quite a lot for comedy. I've toured a lot of African cities, and you know, I toured Cape Town, South Africa for comedy last year, right? Thank you. And I'm really happy that tour came about, right? Because every person I had told about my South Africa tour plans tried to sound me fair. People were telling me, hey, Adam, South Africa is the crime capital of the world. They're going to rob you, take everything. And guys, I almost bought it. I almost bought the fear. Because guys, you know a place is rough when even Nigerians told you about it. That's how, because them brothers be everywhere. That's how you know Nigerians are the litmus test. Remember telling my friend Jide, I was like, yo Jide, I'm going to South Africa for comedy. And Jide was like, go down. I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. I've seen a lot of time in my life. But whatever wahala they have going on in South Africa is something different. I swear to God, that's exactly how you're saying it. Something different. When things will make you go to South Africa, I promise you, they will take everything. Even your self-esteem. I'm like, what? you know, people give Nigerians a lot of crap for being scammers, right? Understandably so. But my problem with Nigerians is not even the scamming per se. No. Guys, it's the things they do after they scam you. But guys, Nigerians will scam you. Then go to the studios and produce fire Afrobeat songs. Essentially talking about how good life is. My sister, I kid you not, if you get scammed by a Nigerian, the first song you'll hear is Minister for Enjoyment. Intercontinental. So now you're at your home, I'm at home thinking, yeah, that's my money, these people I enjoy. Bro, Nigerians will rob you, will scam you. Yeah, the first song you'll hear is money follow you. Banana follow you. And it's like, yo, that's not how it happened. That's not how scamming works. I can promise you my money was sitting tight in my bank account before you decided to follow my money. Yeah, I toured Cape Town. I toured South Africa for comedy. And true, South Africa is the crime capital of the world, guys. Right? You can tell a place is rough by the type of on-flight announcements they make. I was on my seat, and the pilot came on the intercom saying, "Tudum, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have now begun our descent into our Tambo International Johannesburg. So if you lose your wallets, if you lose your luggage and mobile phones, please don't bother contacting the airline, as that is part of the South Africa travel experience. Thank you." So I'm in my seat, guys. I'm panicking. I'm in my seat, right? This South African guy spots my Kenyan wristband and goes, "My brother, you're from Kenya, Nick. You're from Kenya, Nick." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from Kenya." "My brother, are you sure you're from Kenya?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from Kenya." And he goes, "Well, in that case, you should not worry. You should not worry. You'll be fine, my brother." I said, "How so? How's that?" Like, "Yeah, Chief, you're from Kenya, my guy. If anything tries to happen, you can always..." I got proper before even getting to Cape Town. Right? Got to Cape Town, Cape Town, amazing city, These people go crazy when the Springboks are playing, The Springboks are the South Africa's, rugby national team. They really did well at the Olympics. France hosted the Olympics, a few years ago. And not too long ago, there was a bedbug outbreak in France, Paris, And as an African, guys. I was enjoying that story, guys. Guys. With that bed bug story, bro, guys. All the Western countries were like, France, we stand with you. We are right there with you. The African countries were like, yeah, we're not sure whether to stand next to a country infested with bed bugs. Because we know bed bugs. We know how bed bugs can be. I feel like I just love how time has a way of putting things into perspective, right? Because for the longest time, we've been conditioned to believe that the French culture and accent is the most sexiest on earth. It's the absolutely. I was thinking that maybe you would like to go somewhere private and do private things, and girls would go, oh my God, I can feel butterflies. Yeah, my sister, those are not butterflies, those are bed bugs. Those are bed bugs you're feeling, my sister. Like, oh my God, I get so uneasy when I'm next to this French guy. Yeah, bed bugs will do that to you, bed bugs. You guys, we had a lot of interesting spectacles unfold at the Olympics. Arguably, my favorite one was, did you guys see the video of that pole vaulter who made the bar? But his massive penis, his massive member knocked down the bar. That was crazy. Read up on that story. Found out the guy is French. I was like, holy shit, the French really took everything from Africa. Right? Like, they took the diamonds and the dick. They took the diamonds and the dick. Hey, I'm 28. I'm at that age where, people are like, society, is... I'm a 28-year-old Somali man. There's a lot of pressure on me to settle down, have kids, My friends are having kids now, right? I feel like conversations with my friends have started getting awkward because they have kids now. I don't have kids. I was hanging out with my boys, and one of them was like, hey, I think kids are terrible when they turn 2, like terrible 2, right? And my other boy was like, yo, I'm not sure I agree with that. I think kids are terrible when they turn 5. Then they both turned to me for support, like, hey, Azen, what do you think? I say, I think kids are terrible, period. I think... And that's how they stopped talking to me. That's how, I'm 28, man, I'm 28. My father is setting me up on dates now. Do you guys know how crazy that is? My father is setting me up on dates now. You guys, my father has set me up on so many dates, I feel like I kinda know what my dad is into right now. I swear to God. You guys, it wasn't until after like the 5th date, he was like, hold up, Abo, this is like the 5th girl with braces. You're sending my way. I think my father is into some weird king. I think my father is some weird king. People ask me, yo, Aden, how close are you with your father? And I'm like, yo, that guy is trying to find me a wife. That dude is trying to get me laid. So I'd say we are pretty close. That's my dog. I'm 28, man. I'm taking care of myself, like, I'm in therapy. I feel like mental wellness has gone mainstream. That's a beautiful thing. People are seeking help, but it has a few downsides, right? Don't you guys hate the people who use overly complex mental health jargon to explain very simple stuff, right? Because I was sitting with my boy, then he goes, hey man, the thing about me is I tend to dissociate from certain people and situations where they don't give off the energy I want. And I know this guy. I'm like, Mahmoud, it's not called dissociation when it's your wife and kids. No, that's a different deal. That's deadly. I'm in therapy, man. And therapy in Nairobi is so expensive. Sometimes I find myself negotiating and bargaining with my therapist, right? Like, I was in my therapist's office once, then she was like, hey, that will be 40,000 for the session. I was like, my sister, you want me to pay you 30,000 in this economy? My sister, I'm not paying 30 G's for surface level trauma. No, this is like this trauma is barely 5 months old. I'm not paying 30,000 for surface level trauma, right? Like you do realize I could easily walk through this with an attentive Uber driver and a couple of breathing exercises. I'm not paying 30 G's for this shit. It's even worse when your therapist starts beginning back. Like, okay, customer, don't go. How much do you have? How much? Okay, best price, 12,000. But we are not talking about your daddy issues. We are not talking about your daddy issues. Yeah, I'm 28, man. My friends are having kids now. You know, I feel like it's either I have kids myself or start keeping plants. I'm trying to be a plant dad. I am trying to be a plant dad, right? I feel like plants are way cooler than kids, right? Dude, I've got my reason. Ask me why. First reason, right? Plants will never ruin friendships. No. But kids, oh guys, kids ruin friendships. Have you guys seen people with kids hang out? It's always a pissing contest. You guys, they're always trying to one-up each other. Like, hey, my kid got into an Ivy League school. Your son is a crackhead. Like, why would you? Guys, like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Yeah. Like, there's never a day, right? There'll never be a day where a person keeping plants would go, hey, my succulents are way harder than yours. No. That will never happen. Yeah. I feel like plants are like way smarter than kids, right? Yes, think about it, guys. Plants are born knowing complex stuff, like really complex stuff, like photosynthesis. Do you guys remember photosynthesis from like third grade science? Photosynthesis. This is a newborn plant. It's thinking, hey, I think with some light I can synthesize my own food. Newborn plant. I don't hate kids. I was trying to put my nephew to bed one time, and he said, hey, why don't you leave the lights on until after I'm asleep? And in my head, I was like, this is so pathetic. Because plants your age. Are using light to manufacture their own food. You're using light to fall asleep. I said, little man, you need to step up your shit. You need to step up your game. I feel like kids are way needier than plants, right? Think about it. Kids, you have to vaccinate them every few months. Yeah, every few months, got to vaccinate them. But plants are like, hey, just take a shit on me once in a while. And I'm good to go. They call them manure. But I just know plants are kinky people, you know. Plants are really kinky organisms. I'll tell you guys, arguably, my biggest problem with kids, right? I feel like kids love overestimating how cool their company is, right? I was hanging out with my nephew when he said, hey, why don't you spend the whole day with me? I said, why would I do that? You're young, unemployed, broke, you're not even legal. I don't want to spend the whole day with you. I was trying to explain this to my nephew when I got a text from one of my friends, like, hey, Adam, do you want to come do cocaine with me behind a gas station in Kilimani, Nairobi? And guys, I have never indulged in drugs, alhamdulillah. I've never indulged. Never. But in my head, guys, in my head, I subconsciously started weighing up the two decisions. Because this is my nephew, I love him. This is my boy, I want to hang out with him. So in my head, I'm like, cocaine, cocomelon, cocaine. So anyway, I'm chilling behind this gas station in Kilimani. Doing cocaine with my friend, my nephew's in the box seat. Don't give me that. That's why I'm the cool uncle, right? Because this kid is out here doing expensive drugs at only 7 hours, guys. I am crushing this uncle thing. Wow, don't do that, right? My sister called me the other day talking about, hey, This kid gets super excited every time he sees baby powder. I say, shit, me too. I think we might be raising a cocaine junkie. I think we might be raising a cocaine junkie. I'm gonna end with one bit. Every time I do this bit, people get sensitive, right? I don't want you guys to be weird with me, okay? We're living in crazy times, I feel like gender, there's like a lot of gender sensitivity. I think gender sensitivity is a concept that is rooted in context, right? Gender sensitivity is a concept that is rooted in context. I don't like how people cherry pick when to be and not to be gender sensitive, right? I'll give you guys an example. I am not a bitch. I'm a straight dude. I don't like it when people address me with the B word, right? But I could adapt. You guys, I could adapt, right? Say this whole place was a bunk, guys. Say this whole place was a bunk. Then armed robbers stormed this bank, or like, on the ground, bitches! I don't know about you guys, but this is me. This is... I am not getting shot over gender sensitivity. Fuck that. In fact, screw up this, guys. I'll be a bad bitch. I'll be swinging my legs and shit like stop it. Stop pointing that shit at me. That's my bitch voice. I don't know how bitches sound because I've never been one before, Like outcome out of that experience and my boys would be making fun of me like, hey, you're a bitch! Like, okay, but most importantly, I'm not a dead bitch, right? Like, first of all, my pronouns are alive and kicking. Screw you. London, you all have been a fantastic order. Thank you so much for coming back. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Keep it going for Alan. Amazing night. Thank you all for staying so long. Do you have time for one more story, or do you want to? Yeah. Oh, very supportive. Okay, because we were speaking about traveling, I thought let me share. Recently, I went viral. Don't worry, it's not monkeypox. Oh, thank you. What happened was this older English Adan man, he came up to me at a bus stop and he said, "You're beautiful." So instantly, I started recording because nothing good can come from that, right, ladies? No. But he said, "Where are you from?" And this song comes to mind. Do you remember the song, Feed the World? That racist song, yeah. He came up to me and he said, "Oh, I thought I recognized you. Where are you from?" I told him and he said, "Oh yes, you could have been one of the babies I gave water to in Ethiopia in the 80s. I know, I can't believe he thought I was around in the 80s. I'm a 90s baby. That's right. But he continued, he said there was this joke, a derogatory joke, very offensive, but it didn't stop him from telling me in the 80s. You all look very young, I think you're all like Gen Z, but the joke was, what's the fastest thing on two legs? Apparently it's an Ethiopian chasing a chicken. What? That's not meant to be funny. No. I said, is it because we're professional athletes, Mo Farah, and we beat your country in the Olympics? Is that what it is? But he didn't like it, he continued, he said, "But you made it to a place of civilization, with running water, with nourishment." And then I got angry, and angry black woman came out, and I said, "Okay, by civilization, do you mean slavery?" In that moment, he became the fastest thing on two legs. I said, "Where are you going?" Fucking chicken. Anyway, this has been so much fun. Thank you all. Thank you, Cade Arts, for having us. Ayan is not here. Ayan MBE for booking us. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing time. See you next year, inshallah. We've had Khalid Rahim. We had Zach Ahmed.